COVID's been just very challenging for us all. We've tried to look at the needs of people and try and address those needs in a different way. I mean, we aren't able to visit people. We can't go in and build up those relationships, those friendships over the phone assessment. It's not the service that many of us joined up to do. We're doing it because we have no other choice at this time.
Service still had to continue. We still had to keep the doors open, but we had to do it while living with COVID. In a lot of ways, we were the only doors open, and that brought around a different service. We were trying to be all things to all people.
So our work has been affected since most students have not been working on campus. Our ability to interact with new first years coming into the college has been hindered a lot. COVID has affected our active direct action work quite substantially as well. We have not been able to continue with our homework clubs this year, and due to the education shutdown, those large group settings have not been possible.
COVID has changed everything that we do here in Oslam and Bundoran. It's been a tremendously difficult year for the residents, for their families and for the staff. The fear of the unknown at the beginning, and then the realisation of how serious and volatile the situation was.
Vast majority of all funds come through our Churchgate collection. We have had none since December. We were very uplifted over Christmas because we found at Christmas that people found ways of getting money to us. We also did some newspaper advertising. We also put it into church bulletins, and we found a terrific response to that. We got over €8,000 directly through that online. That is an area which we will have to expand. Also, the blue envelope collections, we left them all in the churches. A lot of our money came in through that. So it was even people stopping me on the street because they knew that the work we do, and they wanted to get across that they normally would give it at Mass, and they couldn't do that. So they found ways to get to us, and that was extremely encouraging to us because people appreciate what we've been doing and they know we do it well.
I started volunteering here with the social club and the lunch club, and that really, really changed my life because I met up with people here who were isolated like myself. Between myself and them, we kind of became a community, we became a family.
Seeing the innovation and the enthusiasm that members have to keeping the work going. When I first joined, I just saw this big mountain ahead of me of how we were going to get all the members onto using Zoom. And one of the first things I did was actually I went to an area gathering in Cork, and there was a lady and she's 98 years of age, and she joined in on that Zoom call.
Here in Mulla, we had to make arrangements to have meals on wheels delivered, to get fuel to those who needed it, getting information to those who were cocooned about local shops doing deliveries. We had to reassure our own older members who were shocked to have to be curtailed to their houses.
We had lots of good days too. Did lots of activities to try and lift people's morale. We did a little piece on life after lockdown where everybody put down their wishes for what they would do after lockdown. Obviously hairdressers was top on the list, and going out for meals and seeing families and friends, but simple things like just going for a walk on the beach and having an ice cream. Simple things. Our neighbours and friends of the house in this town were good to the house. People left things into us that when we had nothing, we had no PPEs, when we had no hand sanitizer, they were leaving things for us. We had one person that used to leave Mars bars in on a Friday. Somebody else dropped in iPads, uniforms, hand cream. People are good, and people were good to us, and that helped us keep going. Of course, we had a visit from Daniel O'Donnell, which was amazing.
The mission of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul has kept me there. The wonderful volunteers and the staff and their positivity kept me going as well. So I suppose Vincent de Paul keeps me going.
My hopes and dreams for Oslam is that it grows stronger and it continues to do what we do, and hopefully we adjust back to some sort of a normality, but we can still continue to support and friend older people to keep them in their community for longer.
People who join our society want to help. They really, really want to do something, no matter what their background is, no matter what their preconceived notions of what helping is, they still want to do something that will improve their community, and that really does make me want to continue on. The pandemic and COVID has offered us an opportunity to rethink the different types of issues that people face and think about, like, what are the things that lead to somebody experiencing homelessness. That have meant that we have to change how we deliver our services. I think it's almost made it a stronger program. We are doing something that is making a palpable difference to people's lives.
So I suppose our aspiration for getting back to full service, well, we can't wait. And I know it's now more important than ever to get back. The pandemic has made it more difficult for people. We were working with people who were lonely and isolated anyway, or unemployed, maybe in the case of our adult group, and people in danger of losing their homes. It's also more, we have a responsibility now and a commitment to the people we serve. This has inspired the staff and the volunteers in St. James's Conference and the SVP family here in Galway to continue to fulfil SVP's mission.
We continue with our work because we know why we're doing it. Being aware of the great need for our friendship and assistance, we must be there to support children in disadvantaged families who have lost out so much during the past 2 years by not being in school. This will be a big issue going forward, and we need to be there to help.